He's making history with each new find in Tom's world every time. Tom's on the hunt. Tom's on the prowl. With a can in hand and a curious plan. World secrets to be found in Tom's world now. Tom's World How.
What is going on? Welcome everybody to, wow, there's 6 people here to start with. I don't think I've ever had that before. That is awesome. You guys are completely and totally awesome. I love you all. Hey, Noah's World, what's going on? Jeep Girl, how are you? Robert, Kate, what is going on? So yeah, it's been a couple weeks, huh? So last week at this time I was still up in the Poconos, and firstly, can everybody hear me okay? I was having a little bit of issues with my microphone. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. So if you can, just let me know. So yeah, I hear you or something, you know. Thank you. It's good to be back. So yeah, this time last week I was still in the Poconos. Stephanie and I went there. Sounds great. Awesome. Stephanie and I went there last Sunday, and we stayed until Wednesday. And we had some adventures. You saw the one adventure we had. If you've been keeping up with the videos, so we went to Bushkill Falls on Monday, and boy, was that it to do. We on Stephanie's suggestion, we went there. She had been there when she was a kid, and she wanted to revisit that, and she wanted to do the same trail that she did, which was the hardest trail that they have there. Turns out, no, don't call. You're gonna call anyway, I know. So it turns out that as adults, in our late 40s, that it's not the best trail to go on. Stephanie had sprained her ankle during that time, and by the end of it, both of us were just ready for it to be over. And then once we thought, oh my God, we're at the main falls, it's over, and we looked up and we saw all the stairs we had to climb up. Oh my Lord. But man, was that place beautiful. It absolutely, totally breathtaking, as I said in the thumbnail. What's up, Rob? Yeah, it was definitely a hike. I mean, if you go to Bushkill Falls in the Poconos and you decide to do the red trail, make sure you have some comfortable shoes. Let me just say that, because there'll be times where you're like, are we even still on the trail? This doesn't even look like the trail. It's just like we're climbing up the side of a mountain with a bunch of rocks. It's Gnomestead. What's up, buddy? See that? I pop in on yours, you pop in on mine. We just keep going round and round. But yeah, it was definitely a very cool adventure. I still have another video that I have not put out yet that I did while I was there. We toured around Jim Thorpe a little bit, and that was a to-do, especially since it was the day after Bushkill. So we were both still kind of hurting from that. My main goal in going to Jim Thorpe was to go to the jailhouse that they have there. Hey, Lori, you hiked it with me. See that? Well, you didn't even have to get up off your chair, and you got to hike it. And you only got to see a fraction of it, really. If I'd have recorded that was over 2.5 hours of walking. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. But as I said, well worth it. So yeah, we went to Jim Thorpe the next day. My original goal in going to Jim Thorpe was to go to the jailhouse that they have there, because there's a whole history of the Molly Maguires, and I encourage you all to look them up, because it's a very, very interesting story, and there's different takes on it than there were back then. But a group of the Molly Maguires were hung in this jailhouse, and supposedly the lore is that one of the guys that was hung, he rubbed his hand in the dirt and then he put it on the wall. And he said, this handprint will stay here forever as a symbol of my innocence. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But no matter what they do, the handprint is still there. They even refinished the wall and it still came through somehow, supposedly. Yeah, they could be putting it on there and say, yeah, you never know. But still, I thought it would be really cool. And we left the Pocono house around 12 o'clock. Now, this place opens at 12. And what we saw online was that it was open until 4. It took us roughly about a half hour to drive there. And we didn't leave at exactly 12. But by the time we got there, it was like probably 10 after 1. And I saw activity and everything. I just didn't see any parking spaces. All the street parking said permit parking only. So we had to drive down into the main part of Jim Thorpe where the train station is. And we had to park like at least a half a mile into the parking lot. So we had to walk a half a mile out of it and then up a hill to get to this jailhouse. We get there and it's closed. And there's a sign on the door that says open 12 to 1:30. Now, Jim Thorpe, a week ago today, when we were there, was packed. I mean, Bushkill Falls was packed too. I don't know what was going on, but there was a lot of Hasidic Jewish people there. A lot of them were super, super nice, but I've never seen that many in one place in my life. And so I don't know what was going on in town, but in Jim Thorpe, it wasn't, there was some, but like it was mostly just people in general, and it was packed. And what's up, Chaos? Holy crap, Chaos. I haven't seen you on any of my feeds in quite some time. What's up, brother? It's not dramatic, man. I got to make things cinematic. Come on, Dom. You know this stuff. You've been in the acting business and stuff like that. Cinematic. You got to be descriptive. You got to explain everything. So so we go all the way up there. It's closed, and then we went off to the side to just hang out in the shade for a little bit because the side of the street we were walking on was quite sunny, and it was pretty warm that day. And it was then that I looked to the back of the jailhouse and I saw this little tiny chalkboard that said parking in rear. I was like, no way. She's like, I don't even want to see it. If I see it right now, I'm going to be upset. Oh, Christ. Anyway, so I mean, I took some footage of the outside of the jail and the historical marker and stuff like that, and we talked about it. But we also got to see a lot of Jim Thorpe, and it's a really, really cool town. The best time to see Jim Thorpe, if you're ever in the area, is around the holiday season. So, like after Thanksgiving, before Christmas. The problem is it's always jam-packed. But this entire town, it literally looks like a Rockwell painting, like a Norman Rockwell, like those paintings you see and all that, like of the old towns during Christmas. That's what this place looks like during the Christmas season, and it's really beautiful. So that's the best time to go there if you can get in there. But so we still took a walk around. A lot of the shops were closed, and again, that made no sense to me because it was so packed in this town that particular day. The businesses lost money by being closed, like a lot. But we found a winery. Well, not a winery. I mean, they make their own wine. It's not a winery there. They make their wine, I think, off-site. Maybe they make it there. I don't know. I didn't see the back. And we went and did a flight of wine, a little tasting and stuff like that. And one of the things I got was a wine slushy, which I've never had before, and it was quite refreshing. Although towards the end, you know how it is, like when you're eating ice cream or Italian ice or something. Yeah, that's the dream, Dom. Kensington on, yeah, there you go. Oh God, no. But you know how it is when you eat like Italian ice or ice cream too quick. Sometimes you'll get like a brain freeze, but sometimes you'll get that freeze like right here, and that's what happened to me when I was drinking that. But still, it was all the wine that we had there was pretty tasty. I think there was like one that we had each that we didn't really care for, but No, Kate. No, 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 no. Far different place. Kate, look up Philadelphia, Kensington. Watch the videos. Be prepared, though. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Um, but no, no, Dom, no, no. But Jim Thorpe was a great time. What did we do Wednesday? Wednesday we went to Stroudsburg, and we only went there for one store in particular, Grandpa Joe's, which I've shown in a video before. Very cool place. All kinds of candy like from your childhood that you thought never existed anymore, but it's there. Candy that you would have never thought would exist, but it's there. All kinds of pickle candy too. Yeah, Jim Thorpe is pretty. It definitely is. What's up, Tara? How you doing? Wow, long time no see. Pickle Nick, you came in like right at the right time. I was just talking about being at that one candy store that I was at, and they did have pickle candy. And they also had one of those Pickle Rick pickles too. I still won't get it because I'm sorry, if a pickle's not refrigerated, I'm not eating it. It's just not happening. What's up, Ray? Wow. Comments coming in like crazy. No sweets? Nah, I don't think there was any of that. Just down under 3,000 for you to get there? Well, yeah, I mean, coming from Australia, that's a little ways there. You trued it? Tried it. Oh, you tried the Pickle Rick pickle, did you? Oh, well. I don't know. Maybe it'll be something we'll have to do one time on BB3. We'll just do like a little messing around thing. We'll both get one and we'll eat it and see what happens. And for those of you who don't know, of course, Dom and I, we do run a network of sorts on Facebook, and you can also find us on YouTube. But most of the shows you'll find on Facebook, BB3 TV. Make sure you go check that out. And we do some stuff on there. You'll see me playing golf with people. Sometimes Dom and I will just be on there. We do the porch, we call it, which is just a hangout basically. And it's really cool. Not in that way, man. Whoa, 3 weeks smoke free. Wow, congrats, Ray. I'm gonna get there someday. Yes, for those of you that don't realize, I am a smoker. I just don't smoke on my live feeds here. And you won't see me do it in any of my videos either. But someday I'll tackle that beast. I tried to do it a few times in the past, but unsuccessfully, obviously. But I'll get there. I'm gonna do a porch tonight, dude. Tonight at 9:30 our time, because it's Tuesday, there will be a Fear Fans and a very cool movie, the original Beetlejuice. Come on now, you gotta love Beetlejuice. You know, we gotta talk about it. Uh-oh. Oh, you better be good tonight, man. You got to be there for Beetlejuice. Yeah, well, you know, I'm the ghost with the most, babe. We don't got to get into that now. Anyway, so yeah, Jim Thorpe. No, Jim Thorpe was a good town. Stroudsburg was fun, and then we stopped. Of course, we made a little a little detour into Jersey and went to Buttsville to go get some hot dog Johnnies, and that was good. I don't know. I like the original Beetlejuice. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the new one. I don't expect much from it as far as the original goes, but still, it's a throwback kind of thing. Yeah, my son's mom actually, she used Dum Dum lollipops when she quit, and that seemed to work for her because that was a long time ago, and she's never picked up a cigarette since. I can't concentrate. That's right. I put some wieners. All right, I ate some wieners. I could have taken that a different route, but I forgot what channel I'm on for a second. I ate some wieners in Buttsville. Yes, I sure did. Well, maybe I did grab a butt in Buttsville. You don't know. There's a lot of people there. Oh, you got to watch it. Yeah, it was definitely a good movie, but I'm going to get my fill of talking about that later. Um, I have not been on the Fear Fans podcast for some time now, for one reason or another. I mean, last week, obviously, I was in the Poconos, so I was, I didn't have the best signal in the world there, and I didn't want to just come in on my phone. Plus, I was spending time with my goddess, so that's priority over anything on here, like anything, even this channel, anything, like my family, my girlfriend, my friends. Everything is a priority over the internet. But I do, however, love spending time with everybody because you're all awesome. You've all been so supportive, and I can't thank you enough. Yep. Actually, numero uno is Tommy Jr. Then my dad and my family. Then my goddess. And then it goes from there. But yes, the goddess is definitely. What Grammy? I am literally like humbled by the people that have supported me, to be honest. I mean, it's been quite a trip. It really has. To watch myself go from like 10, 20 subscribers in the beginning and not thinking I would ever get anything more than that. And then to see the build up and actually the last year has been quite a build up. And that has really floored me, to be completely honest. Thanks, Kate. I appreciate it. But yeah, I still have to edit that Jim Thorpe video. So since we have been back, we came back Wednesday. Wednesday night, I played some golf because I just didn't want to do anything else after all the driving that I had done from Sunday until Wednesday, which was fun because I rented a car because my car would have been, if it would have made it to the mountains, would have been a feat. Not to mention all the hills and everything I had to go over in the mountains. But I had to rent a car, and they had told me when I booked the rental that it was going to be a Nissan Versus or something like that. Nissan Versus. I don't know. I'm not up on Nissans. But it was a small car. When I got there, they didn't have any small cars. So they gave me a 2023 Charger. That was fun. That was fun driving around with that. Where did I golf? I golfed right here on my computer on BB3 TV. We play a game called Golf It, but we're trying our hardest to find other games to play as well. games that we could play as a group and stuff like that. I do play Minecraft with some of the group on Sundays. Again, just not this past Sunday, um, as I was actually at a barbecue. Oh, which is what I was saying. So since we've been back, so I did that, and then Thursday I spent, after taking the rental car back, I spent most of the day editing that Bushkill Falls video. And then Friday, Stephanie and I went out and we played mini golf in real life and not on a video game. And we went out and got some ice cream and stuff, and we hung out. Saturday, I was at her sister's house for a barbecue. Sunday, I was at our friend's parents' house for their annual jam, as they call it. Um, Hanging out with a bunch of awesome people. Music all day long, live music, great food. I stuffed myself, and I spent a good portion of yesterday down from it. I think some of the stuff I ate just wasn't agreeing with me, so I didn't do much of anything yesterday. Today was my first day back at work, so once I got home and I started getting everything ready for Dad's dinner and stuff, I just haven't had time to edit it yet, but I will be editing this video probably tomorrow after I get home from work, more than likely. I'm going to start the editing. It shouldn't take as long as the process. Yeah, I did. I stuffed myself. It shouldn't take as long to edit the Jim Thorpe video as it did the Bushkill Falls video. The Bushkill Falls video. So you have to understand, when I make a video, I will record, I'll stop. I'll record, I'll stop. It's not like a simultaneous. It's not like it doesn't go all along and I just cut it up. So I have to put these files together and get rid of stuff that I don't need in there to try to make it as short as I can, so it's not like agonizingly long. Which is why lately most of my videos have been under 20 minutes, whereas in the beginning most of my videos were like 25 plus. Makes a difference. But the Bushkill Falls video was 78 individual video files that I had to edit. The Jim Thorpe one is only 40 some, so it should only take half the time, so it shouldn't be. It isn't continuous. That's the word I was looking for. But that's the fun part of that game, Dom. It frustrates you to no end, but like it makes for great content. You just don't want to really break any of your stuff, I mean, I've watched videos where people play it and they'll bash their keyboard and they'll be like, hang on, I got to put all my keys back. I got the F5 key here. I got this. But no, it can be fun. And there's some other games I'm looking into. I've been doing a little looking around. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be something that we could all really enjoy. But Dom, the invite is forever there for you to join us for golf. Yeah, I know you. That's why I said you don't really have to break your stuff, because then you'll just lose out. But yeah, the all in all, the Pocono vacation was definitely much needed. I needed to get away from here. I needed to get away from just everything here for a few days, and I accomplished that. And it went by like super, super quick. I feel like I just went on to my vacation like 2 days ago, and it ended yesterday. So that's the way it always goes. I mean, what are you going to do? I'm a little congested right now. I spend a lot of time outdoors. Not that I don't normally, but outdoors amongst different greenery that I normally don't see. Although there was a lot of familiar greenery in that video for Bushkill Falls. The ferns that grow wild here within the wooded areas around here, they were all over there. Some rhododendrons growing out of rocks and stuff like that. It was really cool. No, I actually stayed up near Albrightsville. My sister and brother-in-law have a place out that way, and we got to stay at their house. So convenient and free. Um, but still, I love going to their place. It's always a good time. I always have a great time when I'm there. Even when I've been there in the past, it's how far is it? Let me see. Well, I can look it up. I can give you uh, a rough estimate. Let's see. Maps, directions. So it's a little over an hour and a half away from here, give or take. It depends on traffic and stuff like that. I thought your mixer was long gone, man. But yeah, it was about it's about an hour and a half away if I take the PA Turnpike, but I don't ever take that because I don't have one of those little things in the car that you could just go through and it just bills you and stuff like that. So I take the non-toll roads. Now the non-toll roads, let's see. If I put that option in and say avoid tolls, now we're talking it's 2.5 hours. And that's about how long it took us to drive there. You need map directions to locate it. Oh boy, you should have just taken it back and got your money back, man. Should have kept the receipt and taken it back, or sent it back, or whatever. So yeah, today was my first day back at work, and it was kind of rough, but it wasn't as rough as it could have been because this having been the holiday weekend, this is the last weekend the pool was open. So I could have taken a pickle trail. It's possible. 309. I think I was on that for quite a while, actually, but I don't think I was on there the whole time. What was I saying now? See, squirrel moments. Oh yeah, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. This being the what was it, Labor Day, um, was there's a pickle trail in New York. You got to be kidding me! Oh my god, I got to do a video of that if that's true. Um, but it wasn't as trashed as I thought it would have been, especially since we were understaffed during the holiday time here and there. Um, but it wasn't too bad. Me and my older employee friend Jack, we between me, him, and another coworker Joe, like we pretty much got most of it done. I know they were all working while I went to go open up Rush, and that took some time because it needed some cleaning up. Some stuff had been falling behind on, but once I got back, we started cleaning. It took us almost all day, but we got it all clean. We might have missed some pieces of litter here and there, but we'll get them as the week goes on. Tomorrow, for the next few days, I will be mowing because my other park needs it bad. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It went up. It was there. We can't undo it. Anyway, but yeah, it was definitely a good time. Yeah, well, I would kind of have to, wouldn't I, if I did that?
Here I am on the pickle trail.
All the video, I don't know if my voice could handle that. You know, there is a certain stress in the throat when you talk like Rick. And it's not normally something I do on my channel. That's more of a when I'm with Nick and everybody else, you know. But still, it would have to be in there somewhere.
So I turned myself into a trail.
That was a horrible rendition of Rick, but I'll get it before later on. But yeah, so definitely look forward to seeing the Jim Thorpe video. That place, I mean, even when it's not Christmas, that place is definitely beautiful. You know, it's like in the valley of a bunch of mountains, like all around them, and there's like little alleyways and stuff like that. And then they're like in the back of the alleyways, you can see all these like old stone walls that are just like retaining walls for all that stuff. But some of it had stuff built into it at certain points, even by the jailhouse. So that's that. I'm not doing Morty right now. That ain't happening. Shut up, down. Antagonizer. Oh, geez. But it's I mean, there's a lot of towns up in the mountain areas that are just really, really cool. There's a lot of abandoned resorts from like back in the 60s, 70s, where people would go to have their honeymoons and stuff like that. Even the place my parents went to for their honeymoon is just left in shambles at this point, and you can't get on these places because not only are they private property, but they have people watching them, and you don't want to mess with these people. But you know, I would love to go visit some of them, but you gotta jump through hoops just to get any kind of permission. And I'm trying to get permission still to get to places here in the Philly area. I mean, there's the old Holmesburg prison. I would love to get inside of that. I don't even have to get inside of the buildings in the prison. I could just walk around the courtyards, and that could be like a 2-3 part video with how big it is. Yeah. Like they go through a portal and all of a sudden they're just over at Sorovia. Like,
where the hell are we?
Pickle to pickle, hoop to hoop. No. See, that was worse than bringing it up, saying it out loud. You guys kill me. You're awesome. But yeah, I definitely wanted to come and hang out with everybody. Mostly because it's been a couple weeks since we did a live hangout, and I miss talking to everybody. I mean, it's always a good time, and I figured, what the heck, just jump on here. It's not Monday, it's Tuesday, but we can still hang out. Always, brother. Hey, whatever I happen to have on, jeans, my work boots. When we actually went hiking up in the Poconos, I had forgot to bring my work boots, so I was just wearing my sneakers. But it's Wednesday for you. You live in the future. Here in the States, it's Tuesday. It just depends where you are on what time it is Tuesday, but it's Tuesday here. And you still haven't given us the lottery numbers. I appreciate that. And yes, Kate, I did see the message you sent to me, and I'll work on that. What are my work boots? They're kind of like Timberlands, but they're not. They have composite toes, or they might be steel. I think they're composite though, so that like my toes don't get crushed. But Yeah, it's 8:10 to be exact. And it is definitely dark. There you go. We have the winning lottery numbers. Well, it's a little too late now to play. What is it? The Mega Millions. That's like up to like so many 100 million. I mean, was it 700 million or something like that? The payout is like 300 some million. It's a little late to get your numbers in now. But if these numbers, I'm going to check tomorrow when I get home. I'm going to go back to this comment and I'm going to check. And if they're right, dude, we have a lot to talk about. So remember these numbers, everybody. Write them down. If that's what the Mega Millions is, then I have access to a wizard who lives in the future. I wish it was overcast today. Today, I mean, it wasn't too bad today. It wasn't really hot, but it got a little warm at times. You know, the little gloves that we wear while we're handling, like doing all the trash and everything, they were getting pretty sweaty in there. My hands were like prunes for a while. They probably matched my coworkers. But no, Jack's a great guy. I mean, the people I work with, that we work hard at this park. I'd have to say of all the state parks, no matter how big or small they are, that we probably work the hardest as far as keeping it clean and maintaining the place. We may not always come out ahead. We might fall behind a little bit here and there, but we get it all done. I am not Dom, and I'm not bringing that comment up. I don't even know what the context of that was. But anyway, yeah, not too much else going on. I don't really have anything planned for the next video yet, but I never know until the day before. So I'll find out like Saturday or something like that before I go make it. If you ever encountered a fan while filming your videos and the fan was also exploring the same area, would you allow that fan to tag along? Sure. I'd have no problem with that. And I'm always up for meeting people. What's for dinner? Kate, I just said it's like 8:13 now. You don't think dinner was already had? I made a pre-sliced ham, garlic mashed potatoes, and green beans with garlic and butter. If you have to know. Oh, cool. I'll take a look at it, man, once I get done here. Not going to be too much longer, though. This isn't going to be like an hour-long one. Because I do still have to put away the ham and all that stuff from dinner. It's just sitting down there. I mean, it's all covered up and stuff, but still, it's got to be put away. No, not really a gourmet. The mashed potatoes were microwaved. They came as garlic mashed potatoes. The green beans were just in a can. I just added butter and garlic. But, you know, I try. Sometimes, Robert, sometimes it can happen that way, especially on my days off. You know, I might make him dinner and I may not eat until midnight. But anyway, yeah, totally lost what I was going to say there. Oh well, it happens. But yeah, I'm probably going to wrap this up and go down and clean all that stuff up because I have Kate with the Weird Al. Yeah, Dom, you got to eat more often. It helps. But I'm going to go down and clean up the dinner and stuff like that, and that way I have time to just sit here and I can talk to Dom because I know he is anxiously awaiting the phone call because we have some things we got to talk about. But yeah, so Dom, I'll give you a call once I'm done cleaning up the dinner and stuff like that. And You can call before I clean, but my phone's going to be up here and I won't hear it. I mean, literally, as soon as I end this, I'm out the door. I'm down there. You could call right then, and it wouldn't matter because you're seeing this on a delay, remember? So, no, I'll call you. It won't take long. I just got to put stuff away, basically. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for the continued support. I know you will, Dom. You do it anyway. Yeah, and just keep an eye out for the next video. The Jim Thorpe video should be coming out soon, the next day or two, sometime. You're an ass. Anyway, let me silence this call. No, I didn't have to. He stopped. All right. You're an ass. You know I love you, but you're an ass. Oh, I thought you left the voicemail. That was another notification. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go clean up dinner. Again, thank you all for... No, I'm not answering it. No. He's going to wait till I'm done cleaning dinner. But I will catch you all next week. I should definitely be back here on my Monday night, normal night hangout next week. And before that, you'll see the Jim Thorpe video. And by that time, hopefully, I'll have already recorded the next video. So I guess I will see you all soon. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, take care. And I'll talk to you all later.